No, I'm not a writer.
Okay.
Chives freshly harvested from my garden. 2 days ago I had it in water. I just had the root part in water. I just cleaned it, thoroughly cleaned it. We're gonna chop off the bottom, but for the most part we're gonna use the tops. And I have 2 recipes coming up in this new series that we're doing called In Season, because chives are in season now. It's early summer, so which means if you have chive or you have access to chives, you'll want to do this recipe. And the first one is a chive garlic butter, and the second is a chive pesto. So again, in season, so whatever is in season is what I'm using in this sort of series that I'm doing. They've been washed thoroughly. I'm going to trim up the bottom parts. I have the roots still on it because I had them in water. I harvested them about 2 days ago when I was clearing out the garden. And what happened was, where the original plants grew and went to seed, you see a beautiful sort of a periwinkle or purple flower that will have seeds. It will blow everywhere. So this is what blew everywhere and grew up. There was still quite a bit more in the garden, but this is me controlling the how spread apart my chives are in the garden. That's why I took the roots and everything. You can plant the roots actually. If you cut them back here now, you can stick those roots in the ground and they will grow. Wash, clean, air dry. That's all. Then you're gonna chop it up very fine. We are making chive garlic butter. I've got 2 tablespoons of salted butter in my saucepan, and I'm just going in with 6 cloves of garlic. Yes, this is garlic, the last of the garlic from my garden last year. Well, my dad's garden, that is. I didn't grow garlic last year, but my father did. So 6 cloves of garlic. I'm just going to continue adding them. And all I'm doing is crushing them. Just going to hit that to scrape. My stove was off because here's what we're going to do. We're going to infuse this first bit of butter. I'm going to turn my stove on now. What I want to do is, I don't want to cook this. I just want to warm it through and just get tiny bubbles on the side. Thus, and with the this salted butter, it will help pronounce the flavor of the garlic. The other butter that we're using is unsalted butter, 1 pound of unsalted butter. So what I want, again, I want this to slowly melt and sort of infuse the bottom there, and that is it. Let's move it around in the pan like this. I just want to see tiny bubbles. It'll only take about a minute or 2, and then we'll shut off the stove, and you know, at that point the original salted butter that we started with there will be infused with that garlic flavor. Other flavors you can add in here is smoked paprika, totally up to you. Coarse ground black pepper, and you can see I've got that little sizzle going on. I'm gonna turn off my stove. Just want that to sort of cool down a bit. So while that is sort of cooling down, my stove is completely shut, so it only took about a minute and a half for all of that to happen. I am going to go in now with the chive, the chopped up chive, because I want that chive flavor in that original butter that's just going to wake up or heighten the flavor of the chive, yeah? With this new series that I'm doing called In Season, it's giving me the ability to show you all how I use local ingredients which are local to me. After all, I am based in Canada, and quite a bit of this stuff that you're going to be seeing in this series would be straight out of my garden. The chives out of my garden, the garlic out of my father's garden, and if I had it my way, I would have made a trip up to Kitchener, Ontario. It is about a 40-minute drive for Amish butter. If you can get your hands on Amish butter, you will know. You know, I grew up eating or enjoying Irish butter, and I thought it was the greatest thing. But you see, Amish butter, the fat content on that is about 2 or 3% higher than the normal butter. Real thing. Now, if you like it spicy, you know, we spoke about adding smoked paprika or pimenton, that Spanish pimenton, cracked black pepper, pepper flakes as well. If you like it spicy, you can do that. But again, if you want to keep it true to the original recipe, it's just butter, chive, garlic. That's it. I'm just gonna give that another minute just for those flavors from the chives to make its way into that butter. And then we'll go in with room temperature butter. So what happened with this butter, as you're seeing it there, ladies and gentlemen, the false narrative is that Canada doesn't get hot in the summer. I had 1 pound of butter from the fridge. I thought I'd bring up to sort of room temperature or soft. I put it on my porch for 10 minutes. And this is what I was left with. Yeah, 10 minutes, because the temperature right now outside is hovering between 43 and 46 degrees Celsius. That is how hot it is. It's been like that for the last 3 days. So widen up the angle so you can see a little bit better. I'm just gonna put all of that softened, unsalted butter. Now, I've made this with salted butter and with unsalted butter, and to be honest with you, there isn't much of a difference. It's just what it allows me to do. I am trying to cut back on the amount of sodium in my diet. High blood pressure and all that just kill and do all kind of bad things to us. Well, it can't get more bad than kill us. And all you need to do at this point is to mix that all in, incorporate all of that chive in there. And I have my small containers that I put it into. I'm just gonna pour some of that in there. In season garlic chive butter, so easy and such a versatile little ingredient to use. Store it in the fridge or on your countertop, and you know, if it's on your countertop, it'll be spreadable at that point.